And let's play this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got meow
Ninjas
meow
and
in
Sambo
my
Rise.
compound.
Yes, don't be black with your speech.
it's time.
It is considered anti-Semitic to ask a Jewish woman for her number. They have names now.
So, I hear your snatch has had enough people to apply for statehood.
Meanwhile,
at the Legion of Doom,
Dr. Trudeau plots his next move.
will or will he not be in blackface? Find out next time on the Super Friends.
I love that one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And before I begin with the intro, I would like to direct your attention to the pinned comment in chat. You will find... God damn it. You will find 4 GoFundMe there for the High Plains Food Bank, Angela Ariaga, Hey Camel, and Maddy. They're all good friends of mine, and the High Plains Food Bank is a good organization to donate to. So anything you can give is greatly appreciated. Tonight we have Jack Cochran. Yo, Jack.
Hi everybody.
So I'll play the intro now that I know that Terry's somewhere lurking to piss him off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew. Rotncorpse, Angela Ariaga, James Colley, WillItForge, and our host, Peter Alexander. With special guest, Jack Cochran. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
I love that picture. All right. Let's jump into the horrible, horrible mess that is
You know, if I'd have tried to make this opening title, or not title, but the speech for this one of introducing people, this probably would have been the time I would have fucked up Cochran's name and called him Gunsky, considering when I tried to do it for Gunsky, I said Cochran like 6 times when trying to record it.
Jack Gunsky. Oh, man. All right, so this is the one that I was talking about earlier that had me frothing at the mouth for wanting to kill somebody in Minecraft. In Minecraft. Where is it?
What is it?
This-
Minecraft movie?
Tim, before you start, I got a good question to ask.
Go right ahead, my friend. Where is it?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Jack, do you miss being called Jack the motherfucking Cochran?
I haven't been called that in a really long time. I think the joke kind of wore out after Blood Sports ended, because that's where I got called that.
Y'all see this asshole?
Oh no! Oh,
It's
why
Mark
you gotta
Ruffalo.
remind
He's
me
gonna say
he's
something retarded to
stupid?
begin with.
This man is one of the dumbest people I've ever seen.
Yeah, why do you
But-
have to remind me that he's only smart when people are feeding him the lines?
I know, but still. I'm going to play what had me wanting to Minecraft them.
We're here today to commemorate a life of an American that was killed by a Nazi on American soil. Let's say her name so Donald Trump can hear what's happened here. He's allowed these people. He's allowed fascism. He's allowed the KKK. He's allowed Nazis to show their ugly face. And we're here to remind
But he's
them
not a
there's
Democrat.
cost for that. Americans have died because of it. Say her name. Have her hair. We're
Oh
different
gosh!
people. We're a multicultural country. We all come from someplace else.
No, you don't. You don't come from someplace else.
What is that grave you're standing on?
Nice freeze frame though. All right.
We are all colors. We are America. We are
If his brains were any smaller, snails would be able to climb over them. You were in She-Hulk. Frosted, you were in She-Hulk. Your opinion is invalid.
And to think, I used to feel sad that in like romantic comedies and whatnot, he usually played the guy that got cheated on. Now I know why.
I don't know how anybody respects that guy.
I lost respect for him when he started referring to remember the pedophile that got 86 by Rittenhouse at JoJo?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one. And I lost respect for him. You good sir are a monster. He's like Jim Carrey to me. I refuse to support any of his work. The second one is this
I only
shit
support
here.
some of Jim Carrey's work, and currently the only thing that'll be is Sonic, to where he plays the villain anyways.
No.
No, I refuse to support any of his work. And then you have this shit.
I mean, that's your opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Politicians, Bernie Moreno, Chip Roy, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump. They have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members.
Yeah, but they are.
However, they are not allowed.
He's an ass, and they are being eaten. Your own citizens, your own your neighbors are fucking saying they're eating my dog.
Now, I've heard on good authority from a woman that I interviewed privately that, in fact, the animals are, quote, delicious.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Look, I like Chinese food just as much. I like Chinese food just as much as the next man. But I'm not going to go free range.
I try not to eat anything that lives in an alley, whether that's a cat, a possum, a raccoon, or a homeless person. Which, Haitians will eat all of those things. So,
I try not to eat anything that wasn't raised to be eaten. If it's been interacting with humanity in any way that was not meant as food, I don't eat it. Now, if it was raised to be food, that's a different thing entirely.
We live in very strange times.
We do.
And they have imported the third world. The population of Springfield, I've been to Springfield several times. I used to live in Columbus, and it's the halfway point between Columbus and Dayton. So if you go to the Air Force, like Wright-Patterson or anything like that, you're going to have to go right through Springfield just for the scenic route, if nothing else. But Springfield has a population of about 60,000. They imported 20,000 Haitians. It's going to change the culture of any city when you not only add 20,000 people, but it's also a third of their population, now a fourth. So things are changing there. It's a lot worse. I know people that live in Springfield. One of my friend's uncles lives down there, and he said the crime rate is skyrocketed, but they don't take reports on a lot of the crime because it's like vandalism and stuff like that. So as long as they don't take reports on it, then it's not going in the books. So they just tell everybody to kind of go your way, you go your way. So,
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, if it's not reported, it's not a crime according to the statistics.
Yeah, but this man's son was killed. And the sophistry of his justification, he was not killed, by my Haitian migrant. Oh, fuck you. Yes, he was. And you're a fucking monster for even allowing this shit to happen. You suck as a father.
Well, he's trying to make excuses for his kid's murderer. I find that weird and gross. Like,
this
just
is Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, politicians are talking about it because it is something that is a problem. It's something that's going on in the world. Politicians are allowed to talk about it. You don't like them? Fine. Nobody cares what you like. Don't watch the commercials. I'm sorry, but it's a national story now. The horrible crime rate, the immigrants coming in and trashing places, burdening the school district because now they have to hire people that speak multiple languages, and that's really difficult, especially because a place with only 60,000 residents is not going to have a very high budget. And most of the school budgets go toward administrators. They're not going toward what's going on in the classroom or the students. So they've already strained their resources. It's a very poor city. It is not rich. At best, you're looking at middle class. But it's mostly middle class and lower class people. A lot of the residents there either have to go out of town or they're like fast food workers, retail, construction, not the highest paying jobs. You're talking at best, you have an average middle income family as a high earners. There's not a lot of rich people in Springfield.
Again, this is some shit. And again, listen to him justify it.
Nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. I will listen to them one more time to hear their apologies.
Fuck you, don't deserve one.
To clear the air.
What'd you say? You said something, James?
I said, I was going to say before you started that, I would like to see this man's bank account. Because to me, that's the only justification.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No. I don't even think it's that. Some people are literally cultists. They are so dyed in the wool. They are so
brainwashed.
That it's a fucking cult. Yo, Mitch.
Yeah, it's a shame too because you don't have to get an apology from someone. Nobody owes you an apology for talking about your son's case. It's public information, okay? Nobody owes you an apology. Nobody needs your permission to talk about it. Get over yourself. You're not that important. No one is. This is a tragedy, and I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with it. But he needs to get over himself. I love that image.
Tragic. Honestly, it could be a combination of things. He probably was threatened. He's probably a cultist. He's probably being paid. And I don't believe any of this is genuine. Like, he shows absolutely no emotion in this shit. Oh, don't talk about my son. Just saying.
Is he the one that posted that thing basically crying about the fact that it wasn't a...
No, this is the one that said he wished it was a 60-year-old white guy that killed his son.
Yeah, the cishet white guy over 60, conservative, should have been the person to kill my son, is like more grieved that his son was killed by the wrong person than that he was killed at all.
That is how it looks, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Again, remember, I hate to bring this up. True believers, fanatics, will sacrifice their children because they believe it'll get them into heaven. This is starting a little fanatical. Just saying.
I'm willing to accept the possibility that he's just upset that politicians that he doesn't like are talking about his kid. That's fine. He wants his personal tragedy to be his personal tragedy. He doesn't want it on the national scale. I could understand that. But at the same time, going out and giving a dumb little speech saying how they have to apologize to you and it should have been some other ethnic group and age group is not helping your image. It's not helping you. You don't look sympathetic. You look like an asshole.
Nice.
Frosted, they're Mr. and Mrs. Spratt, and they need to go back to their pumpkin shell.
Oh shit! Lurk off. Wait. I'll read this really quick. Lurk off. They are so lost in the bunny tunnel that they think they're saying and promoting the right thing. Lurk on.
Well, to be honest with you, that woman by the side sort of looks like a German asset. So it's probably one of those situations where you go, "These a little correctly."
Yeah, she's gonna go all.
Or we shall.
She's gonna go Elsa the Wicked Warden on him later.
I mean, all you do is get up there and say, "Look, guys, please stop talking about my son. Let us mourn in peace."
Yes.
And I wish he hadn't been killed in the first place.
That would have been a much more appropriate.
It's like, you arrogant fucks, and then just walked away. He didn't have to add the arrogant fucks, but let us mourn our son who we wish never would have died.
Yeah. Oh no, Frost, no Frost. This kid. So from my understanding, there was a Haitian that drove into like a school bus.
I mean, we've already seen this before of the one guy who was was it New York or whatnot, who ended up getting stabbed to death by I think it was an African American male or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then the girlfriend did nothing to help him. And
I know what you're talking about. So that situation was he was a Black Lives Matter, pro blackity black counselor, activist type guy. ACAB type person, and he got shanked. Him and his girlfriend are coming out of a bar or club. I think their house maybe.
We got the gist of it, and he gets murdered, and then basically everyone's just like, "Oh, they shouldn't do anything about it." And it's what kidding me?
There was another case. I can't remember how long ago this was, but there was this woman she gets killed in her store. And her family comes out. Oh, she wouldn't want the person prosecuted, for the murder, or she wouldn't want the person, arrested or anything. So we're not going to press charges. Fuck you.
Yeah, there was a Swedish rep that got raped by a migrant from Africa, and he said he didn't want the guy prosecuted because he's just a refugee and he doesn't understand our laws.
Fuck you. No, some point.
The refugee already did that here.
Oh, well, you're right. But at some point, isn't the saying ignorance of the law is not an excuse of the law? That's because you didn't know what was wrong, which you should know it's wrong, is not an excuse.
Say unless you're a cop, and then it's called qualified immunity.
Yes, that it's we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong.
Yeah, depending on the scenario, because they still can get found that they were in the wrong. It's rare.
Yeah, if you're dealing with what's considered a well-established right that they're messing with, but it's not something that they don't usually get held accountable for it.
That or there's gross videographic evidence that basically shows that they were in the wrong, like when they fucking go to the wrong house in a warrant.
Wait a minute. For the record, if I ever get murdered, go Frank Castle on the son of a bitch. Duly noted. I'll have it entered to the record.
Yeah, Frost, I'm with you on that one. Take them all out. I don't care. I'm dead. But avenge me. I think that you can't make excuses for people that do criminal acts just because they're not from your country. People should know the laws of where they're at. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't. And some simple thing I understand, but when you go somewhere and you rape somebody and start eating their pets, you should know that that's not okay. But you're importing third world barbarians effectively who are largely illiterate. They have no cultural standards like we do.
Well, it's one thing to be a shitty tourist and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to see that in most tourist areas, like some dumbass from some other country and whatnot that's just not following customs the way they should be followed.
Yeah.
But you're trying to sneak into a country illegally. You need to learn to fucking integrate.
Yes. Assimilation is very important, or you will be standing out very obviously. And this sort of thing always backfires.
Oh, yeah.
When there's cultural differences to this kind of extent.
Thank you for reminding me, Keith.
No, yeah, Jack, would you like this picture? I could send it to you. I just don't know how you want it personally.
Oh, sure.
Great pride parade.
So if it's on Twitter, I think you'd have to follow me. Otherwise, I can try to find you on Discord if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't care. I'm almost never on Discord.
God damn it.
You?
There's again.
Dude,
off.
I don't fucking post near as much, and I'm like mostly my videos and whatnot that I do.
Oh, okay.
All right, lurk off. American need to learn the life lesson presented by the rooftop Korean. In essence, American needs to activate Article 2 and Article 9 since our
That or
government
you can
refuses
message
to
me because
protect
my
us.
DMs
Lurk
are
on.
open.
Yes, we do need to start invoking those articles. People are fucking up, and yeah. But
I don't subscribe to that magazine. You're gonna have to let me know what articles those are.
This one, 2 more before I show the funny one.
Oh, so do you want a palate cleanser to kind of like come down or whatnot?
Yeah, we can break it up.
Apparently, we're doing 2 more of these before we get the palate cleanser.
Well, here's a guy. He does a lot of animal stuff, and obviously it says animals that are bigger than you think.
Animals that are much bigger than you thought versus the brown bear. Now, I did some research, and the brown bear can be up to 10 feet tall, which is the height of a basketball rim, which means the average person can't jump high enough to touch the top of a bear's head. Just kind of fucking terrifying. Next is a gray wolf. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I want my entire life thinking the wolf was like the size of the average sized dog, like a golden retriever or something, but that's not the case. And it makes you think somebody looked at this and thought, yeah, that'd make a great pet. And we turned it into a beagle. What the Now, this personally fucked me up because I had no idea pigs actually got this big. Like, this doesn't seem right. This next one's my favorite. Y'all see this shit, right? Y'all see the moose? And y'all see the car? You see how ridiculous this is? Bro, if you're in a car accident with a moose, my nigga, I am praying for your car.
I thought that same thing about a moose when I was younger, and we went to Canada, and there was a dead moose on the side of the road, and its feet were sticking up like a deer or something, and the feet were up higher than the van we were in.
God damn.
You need to feel sorry for more than just the car. I actually knew a guy that died because he hit a bull that flew up and landed on top of his car.
Oh my god.
People die from hitting deer. Moose is so much worse.
Oh yeah, moose is. I was shocked by how big those damn things are. They are gigantic.
Look, we're on TV
deer
again.
bad enough.
Yay!
Well, that's why Bobby was so much taller than Rocky.
That is definitely not to scale.
There it is. So this shit here. Yo, Eagle. I was hoping we get.
Oh, is this that Matt? What's his face movie?
No, this is Charlie Kirk doing the end.
And I think there was a different guy. They're like, oh, she's being emotional, and Kyiv had the response. You say emotional, I say passion. I mean, you can be passionate about things, and you can be emotional about things. They're not always mutually exclusive.
No, it's just that chick here.
I think they should have to fight for it.
I think they should.
Gangbang.
Nice to meet you. Okay, can I just ask, at how many weeks do you think that a fetus is viable?
Well, viability and moral worth are 2 different things.
No, but I'm asking you, at how many weeks do you think
at
a
about
fetus
20
is viable?
weeks, a baby can survive outside of utero.
So it's actually 24 to 26 weeks?
Well, the window is getting smaller and smaller as we advance in technology. Like, at some point, God willing.
Phone's ringing, dude.
I know it was my phone. I get it. It was my alarm.
God, I had that happen earlier this week on me.
So
Can we finish hearing what they say?
Sure, go ahead.
20, the youngest ever in a NICU unit, actually happened in San Diego, not far from here, and survived at 20 weeks.
Okay, so under Roe v. Wade, 93% of abortions happened in the first 13 weeks of pregnancy. That's 93% of the abortions happened well before a fetus is technically viable as a form of life.
Let's go into
And how many of those were done for life
what
of the
is it
mother,
about, let's say,
or
a
rape, or
6-week
incest, or
baby
whatnot?
that has a
I don't care.
heartbeat, its own
Incest.
Single digit percentage in the
Yeah, if
low
that.
single digits.
Yeah.
Point percentage?
I'd be curious to know the stats on how many of those were in the black community, though. Because she's a black
around
woman
80%.
arguing for abortion. You're arguing for your own genocide.
That they are. That they are.
Yeah, that is actually deliberate genocide. I mean,
Oh yeah, Margaret Sanger hated black people. She said it in her books. She thought they were backward savages.
Sanger was a flaming racist.
Oh, she was a huge eugenicist. She was one of the people that inspired Hitler's eugenics movement. So she was all on board with the Nazis for a long time. But she was if you ever read her books, which I highly recommend, because she is passionate about dead babies, especially in the poor urban communities where there were a lot of black people.
All right,
Because
so
she didn't like other races.
So in my city, I know where all the Planned Parenthoods are because they are in highly accessible areas. They are in literally
Stop.
when
But do you know where the DMV is? I could not resist.
well, I try to find the DMV and they keep moving it on me. You know,
It's a moving target.
Let me tell you though, if you lock yourself out of your car, you know they get really freaky if you go into a Planned Parenthood and ask them for a coat hanger.
No, you got to make sure it's specifically a wire hanger.
Yeah,
they have the expensive ones. That's why. They're they're not going to hand those things out. But if little aside here, if I was an IRL streamer, I would get a food truck and label it DMV and go drive around and ask people if they know where the DMV is. A mobile
right there.
DMV, just like a food truck. It would be hilarious.
Well, I just thought of a good idea for tourism in Germany.
What?
I went to the Auschwitz Museum. It was a gas.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And Jack, if you do make that whole thing for a DMV truck, you can call it Delectable Mobile Viennas.
Yes. It will only sell Vienna sausages.
Yep.
And
In
we'll take
all
your picture while you're eating one.
all different ways.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, let me continue with this.
In a fingerprint, brainwaves that is less moral worth than an 88-year-old right now with dementia in a home down the street. That person requires assistance, requires help. Why is it that the 6-week baby is of less moral worth?
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Well, what does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the I'm sorry.
It means little human being.
Wait a minute, I want to know what that fact check is at under that.
Oh, that she did not like that.
No, that's because most of the people that you argue with on this topic are completely fucking ignorant. They know a couple things their college professor tells them, and they blindly accept it. They don't look into anything else.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that is
her stomach just turned.
She's gonna be voting at some point. Well,
She's
if not
gonna
soon.
grow up right here.
Well, in all reality, it's like to have this conversation and whatnot. Majority of Americans, from what I've seen, other than the ones who are extremely on one side or the other, are like, I don't mind abortion being legal. But if we go back to the way in the 90s, as P-Dog would usually say, it's that whole thing to be safe, legal, and the most important, rare.
Yeah.
But we have some people that don't want to use protection. It's like a contraceptives, forgetting that condoms are technically contraceptives. Like, it's not just birth control. Or condoms are birth control, not just contraceptives.
Yeah.
It's
brain no work good all the time.
It's a problem with people not taking responsibility for their life.
Exactly.
They don't want to act like adults. They want to just follow whatever their emotional whimsies are and whatever feels good. Life is not about feeling good. You're going to be sad. You're going to be miserable. You can't go through life all blissful like you're in the happiness patrol.
I want to see if I can find this. I really want to find.
Well, that's
wait a minute.
What you have some women that's what you said you're looking for something, so look for it.
There's a problem
while you're looking.
All right.
There's a problem with the whole thing of safe, legal, and rare, though.
Smiling
One,
creepy.
it's not safe,
Smile specifically.
Got it.
and
But
two, they
let's
don't
go
want
back.
it to be rare.
Wait, go back
God damn it!
because it was something about his like the smile or whatnot. It's probably something like a baby smile or whatnot. I don't know. But she said your smile specifically, and everyone laughed or whatnot. Or like, ooh,
because he's got a tiny face. It looks like a Dick Tracy villain.
Yeah.
Ooh, his smile is very creepy. Okay.
His smile is very creepy. That's what she said.
No, she said something before
Smiling
that.
is creepy.
No, your smile specifically.
Got it.
But let's go back. Okay.
Okay, so it's not an
Smiling
argument.
is creepy.
No, your smile specifically.
Got it. Creepy.
Smile is very creepy. Okay.
Smiling is creepy.
No, your smile specifically.
Got it.
But let's go back to we're losing track here.
No, but is what species is the fetus?
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite until it is viable.
A parasite.
I can't let you get past that. Are you
I'm
saying
sorry.
you're saying a baby is a disease or a tumor?
Yep, it's a parasite.
Yeah, the thing of calling it a parasite has always been a joke.
Yeah, well, they've adopted a lot of that to justify. You'll notice a lot of these people that are really, really passionate on the left for this are women that have had abortions and want to justify it so they can make the underlying guilt and general displeasure about actually having done it to bury that feeling.
Yeah,
So
she's miserable and she hates herself for having done it, so she
Yeah.
wants to justify it to try and assuage the guilt.
And they do that because that feeling won't go away, and it's always there under the surface. I know a couple women that have had abortions, and they all have had these kind of outbursts where they no, it's not a baby, it's not a baby, because they can't admit to themselves that they killed somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, if they admit the truth, they can't.
Andrew was
cope
about to
with
say
it.
something.
I honestly have always looked at it very like if you're looking at it scientifically, technically it is a parasite, but it is also human. It is possible to be both.
No, it's not.
It's also a symbiotic parasitic relationship.
It's not a parasite, Andrew. Like
it's taking your nutrients and not giving you anything back.
All right, a parasite is
giving you back.
A parasite is an invasive species, something that invades your body. It's a foreign invader. That's what parasites are. Tapeworms are parasites. A baby is something your body created because of a natural process. There's no way in hell that is a parasite.
Your body creates cancer, which is
That's not a parasite.
It's not human.
Yes, it is. That's human skin. That's human tissue. It's an cancer is cancer is an overgrowth of human tissue. It is your cells are reproducing rapidly.
It's a genetic malfunction.
Yes.
You all right, James?
Yeah, and it's your genetics.
Is James trying to say something?
James, are you okay? James, your phone is fucking up.
Who knows Morse code? I'm not good at it.
He's also snoring.
I think the spirit is trying to tell us.
Huh?
All right.
James.
Your phone was fucking
What's
up.
it mean? I'm sorry.
Fair point, Frosted. It probably doesn't create cancer. I do.
I thought we were having an EVP session with a spirit box there.
We were.
I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to look up Morse code. I'm not good at the dots and dashes.
But my argument, Angela, is this is my argument. Really, my argument essentially is, and it invades something that enters your body through. Say you're eating something, you get a parasitic worm.
I know what a parasite is here.
Okay, A baby is not a parasite. It is a natural process. That's why your body is able to make them. You make other humans. And just because it drains your system doesn't make it a parasite. You created it. You went through a natural process of two gametes meeting inside of your uterus and forming an egg, which in turn fucking split into cells. It is a human being. That is not a parasite. It will never be a parasite to me.
I didn't say it had to be one to you. I'm saying that technically it does the same things a parasite does. That being said, I do not agree with abortion for the sake of abortion.
Well, one other thing is to be classified as a parasite.
The difference between a baby and a parasite is that the baby is a human life that is going to develop into something that is infinitesimally more, more potential than any other parasite that is going to be in your body.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little hung up on the word parasite. What she's saying is that it's parasitical in that it feeds off the host.
That's
okay,
exactly
a parasitic relationship is different from it being a parasite.
That's what I said.
But it doesn't quite
said that like
it doesn't quite fit the definition of parasitic even then, because one of the defining characteristics of a parasite in a parasitic relationship is giving little or nothing in return. And it's been shown that babies in utero give a lot in return, and I don't just mean the hormonal fluctuations.
Yeah, they make women fat.
Well, let's
no, I
on.
mean it's even to the point of helping repair what would otherwise be unrepairable biological damage, because they will, if there's an injury to the mother, the child's body actually like sets stem cells. Has done things like repairing heart damage that would have not normally been repairable.
Oh my God! Can the mothers go? We are Venom.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
All right,
no, they can't do We Are Venom. They should be doing We Are Legion.
Oh,
We Are Legion.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's only two of them.
Octomom, yeah, you totally could.
A parasite is not a disease and a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A parasite is defined as something that cannot survive outside of its host. A baby,
wait, hold
before
on.
it is.
There are parasitic organisms that can survive outside the host. Remember that fish tongue parasite?
Yeah, I have an uncle like this. He survived a long time outside of the human body.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've met enough people in the military that it's just like, and just in general, that it's like, you somehow survive.
Yeah, it's amazing how some people just kind of stagger through life. It must be nice.
Oh, wait a minute. The anti-lark parasite. Now, an organism that lives on or in an organism of another species, known as the host, from the body of which it obtains nutrients. Work on.
Like, my hybrid alien baby is not your business.
It's a little bit more. We can finish this.
Viable cannot survive outside of a woman's womb.
Got it. So let's extrapolate that.
It is not a living organism.
Are old people with Alzheimer's and dementia that are being assisted every day, are they parasites?
No, they're not parasites. They're human beings who are on the brink of death.
Got it. So they're
not going to be able to survive.
My 4-month-old that requires mom's breast milk and requires daily changes and feedings cannot survive without its own. Is my 4-month-old a parasite?
Your baby can breathe on its own. Your baby can drink water from its mouth to its stomach.
But it cannot.
Your baby can
it hunt?
food.
Can it gather? Can it reason?
But that's not what qualifies something as being a living organism. Being
let's
a
get
living
back.
organism simply means, can you survive outside of a womb, outside of your host?
Got it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Why does that then equate to moral viability?
It equates to scientific viability.
Why? Under what standard?
Lord.
Because it is not alive.
I'll take moving goalposts for 1,000, Alex.
No. It would not be capable of draining your nutrients were it not alive.
Yeah. dead
She's already
dead life forms don't
killed her.
feed off your nutrients and everything. I mean, they can cause you to die through
Necrosis.
decay, but they can't.
Microorganisms are alive, so
And survival outside of the womb would mean longer than like a day or two.
yeah.
Like humans are one of the few animals that once they are born cannot just go through and survive like many other animals can.
I find kind of disturbing that after Kira read the definition of parasite, Rot cocked his gun.
I'm surprised that got picked up.
Oh yeah, most of the things you do with your gun come through.
All right, ask her about puppies and kittens. Ah, man. All right, let me continue.
It's not technically a life
Got it. So what is something
while
that has
sacrificing the needs of the human woman who is alive.
Got it. So, but a mom can survive
Yes.
without the baby in her,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
The baby cannot survive without the mom.
Yes.
But a mom cannot survive without her lungs. So it's not her body, it's in her body. It's not
Yeah,
her
I
DNA,
know.
so it's not her choice. So it's a
It actually is directly her DNA.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's a combination of the two. It is like if me and you had a kid. It's a recombination of our DNA to create something.
Why do the people on the outside have flags? This shit is retarded.
It's because the premise. All right, the premise is he's doing like I think it was like 30 minutes, and they can raise flags to ask questions if I'm not mistaken. Like when they hear something they want to like call out on or something, his red flags. But yeah, this shit was stupid. She's stupid, and you're justifying murder, no matter how you slice it.
She's comparing the infant to a parasite, which is a living organism. So she has already destroyed at least half of her own argument, because she's trying to say that the baby isn't alive until it leaves the body. But she's also just said that the baby is a living organism. So
All right, let me play the funny one because I need to see this. This one I found this shit was hilarious.
When are you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
Oh my god, I know which one this is.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too, baby.
Oh, that's making actual fun commercials.
Yeah, we need to get back to that.
That's way better than the one to where, the guy, it's like the two girls are driving, the cop pulls him over, he's like, I'm gonna need you to pee on this stick.
No. Wait. I remember he tagged it twice. I need you to pee on this stick.
Oh, what? Wrong thing. Not my movie collection. That was a grenade joke. You pull a pin and wait.
Roundhouse.
I would call this next song "Stop Screwing at My Cam."
If you don't mind, I would like to submit a rebuttal to the Springfield story that's going.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
There's a link in the side chat there. You'll have to mute it because there's music. It's just a visual. See, now they have been eating a lot of cats, and cats, as we all know, are very, very smart creatures. And
I hope this is the video I think it is.
Oh, it probably is. There's a couple variations on it. I've grabbed the first one.
Yes, it is. I love this shit.
It's so adorable. I fucking love cats.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Got the it turned on the music. God damn it.
Look at those fuzzy little bastards going to war.
Got better guns than a bunch of other people.
So cute.
Isn't it?
Like, this is the shit AI should be doing.
Yeah.
So how is your team coming on? Will y'all putting out promotional videos?
This should be an army recruitment ad.
I can't divulge too much information. We're starting to place snipers a couple of zip codes over.
Yeah, they're trying to weed out those that have catnip addictions.
Yeah, I saw this on Eagle's timeline. Thank you for posting that, Eagle, because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's the catch is the boots on the paws on the ground close in can't be one susceptible to nip.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta weed out the nip addicts, obviously, because catnip that's no good for somebody with an automatic weapon.
Well, I mean, the catnip addicts can be like back on the ships. They can be in the airfields and everything like that. Because what they do on their own time, it doesn't affect them on duty and everything. But you get paws on the ground right in, and you got to do that close combat thing, and then you drop a bag of nip, and all of a sudden, half your squad is
you're going
whacked out there, half gourd.
You're going in murder mittens against murder mittens, and dude behind you is just like making biscuits in the bed. He's not useful. He doesn't have your back. You're gonna get fucking bit by some dog.
So we weed them out and put them in the back.
Yeah.
I love that Jack says nip addicts, and the first thing that comes into my mind is I thought we weren't talking about his proclivities.
Well, it's not my fault some words have multiple meanings, but it's always about my pervert movie collection.
Safe fitting on the mirror 3 times and candy float. Fucking frosted. Is nip addict another word for weeb?
No, they're not that cool.
No, but I wouldn't be
all the
surprised.
wrong parts.
Wouldn't be surprised if furries try to take it.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Nope, I'm done with all of those. And Rotten, you can play yours.
All right, so this is one of those things of this is not actual legal advice from a lawyer, but you are more than welcome to try it.
Hold over. Lawyers always give you this playbook. Officer, why have you stopped me? I'm not discussing my day. Am I free to go? But that's not going to ever get you out of a ticket. That sets you up in a good legal position so that if you get your ticket, you can contest it, and so that things do not escalate with the officer. There is a playbook that will probably get you out of a ticket most of the time. So if the officer says, where are you going? And you say,
I'm expecting Frosted to try this for some odd reason.
Officer, have you ever tried semen retention? Usually that ends the conversation right there. Now, I haven't actually tested this. I've just met people. And if he goes, what do you mean? I asked you what you were doing with your day. And you say, well, actually, it's been several months, officer. And mistress finally gave me permission to go home and pleasure myself. But first, I have to go over to the Walmart and pick up some snack cakes because I have to relieve myself onto those snack cakes and then film myself eating them for mistress. Usually, they want that interaction to end more than you. And they will either give you your ticket very quickly or they won't give you a ticket. Now, I've never tested this, and this is not legal advice. If you get pulled over,
it probably helps to be wearing leather at the time.
Yes.
Just that statement. I don't know why I could see Frosted be the one to cop. Have you ever tried semen retention?
That's just.
I think Frost is going to go speeding after the show just to try and get pulled over and check it out.
Oh shit! Oh! Tragic. You're an awesome human being. Thank you for sending me this. Watch this shit.
Oh no.
Let me refresh really quickly. Do y'all know who that is?
Do I have?
No, it's too small.
Oh man, let me see.
Willie Brown?
That's Willie Brown.
Yeah, it's Willie Brown.
But,
God
damn it!
Arrows.
God damn it! Jesus
What
Christ!
are you doing here?
You broke it.
I broke it. Hold on.
Although midget golfer is pretty good.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's better. All right, let me get Tragics back up. Share the screen instead. But yes, that's Willie Brown, and I do believe that's a certain
Kamala Harris.
She was never attractive, was she?
She also can't dance.
All right, so I remember this. The person that right there asked that she turned around and looked at asked him, "Are you his daughter?" And she goes, "Oh no, I'm not."
No, that's how you know she's not black. She's got no rhythm.
Well, let's
That's
be
kind
honest.
of what I was saying.
That's just a stereotype. There's a lot of black people that don't have rhythm.
I don't have rhythm either, but still. Holy shit! Fuck you. I don't outboomer monkey. I'm not afraid of stairs.
Well, apparently, I should have restarted my computer today.
That has nothing to do with out boomerang monkey.
20 minutes ago because my internet wants to be a dick or my computer is.
Oh my.
Trying to say, remember Willie Brown was put in office by Jim Jones. Who's Jim Jones? I'm not that versed.
Guy?
Again, I was about to say I'm not that well versed in a lot of shit. Sorry.
Jim Jones was a notorious cult leader who founded a place called Jonestown down in South America.
Made a bunch of people drink poison Kool-Aid.
No, it wasn't
Flavor
Kool-Aid. Flavor Aid.
It ruined Flavor Aid for everybody because that shit's delicious.
They were too cheap for
It
Kool-Aid.
is actually better than Kool-Aid. But...
Yeah, the grape one is really good, but now you can't go around just handing out. Here, you want some Flavor Aid?
Okay, I did not know that. I'm sorry.
Well, here's one for you since we're going to that whole thing. What do you call an emo chick with no tits?
What do you call an emo chick with no tits?
A cutting board.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Rim shot. Somebody.
Didn't have my sound pad loaded. Sorry.
God.
Gotta load it. Gotta load it.
I mean, too bad we don't have.
But and Rotten will finish it for you.
But
Yes. Well, it's like if only we sometimes had Travis on here because you're like, well, this is the closest some people are going to get to group therapy, or Tragic, The Gathering.
You know what? Tragic. Shit. Fuck it. Tragic. You are the new Will. I'm sending you the link, you asshole.
You mean James?
No. You know how whenever I needed somebody to fill in a slot, and I would just call Will. Tragic's the new Will. You need to talk about your flair. Gareth has had 37 piece flair.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Well, we've really stepped in deep in the internet because we had Cats and Star Trek. And that was how it all began.
Well, since we went on this topic of Kamala, let's talk about the debate. Tragic.
It was a debate.
And she fucked up. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. I really think Trump didn't shine in that one.
He did not do as well as he should have.
But it was a 3-on-1 fight, and he held his own. So it is what it is.
Well, even beyond 3-on-1, he still went about it the wrong way for a lot of things.
I don't think I asked you this. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Dogs and cats in Springfield is going to be legendary.
All right, Jack. Day 1, president. Go. What are you doing?
Laser beams. Day 1, 8 a.m.
See, you see how easy that question is? When you give a long-winded ass answer as she did, that fucking goes around the mulberry bush through the woods and off the grandma's house before you even come back. You're fucking wrong.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Whatever her name was, should have done was ask it again. Day 1, president, what are you doing? And ask it slowly. Because clearly she didn't understand.
Executive orders and place them on the floor of Congress where they belong.
Abolishing the NFA and the Hughes Amendment.
Well, I think she's afraid of saying, "I will unleash Smilex gas on my enemies." It really doesn't work that well because then people know your plot. Batman.
She's going to release the Joker toxin.
Yeah,
the fear toxin.
A little Smilex gas goes a long way. Maybe fear toxin. Maybe Scarecrow's going to be her running mate. I don't know, but
the old Russian cyanide pill. Then you die with a smile on face.
Well, you hope, because if you don't, you're really fucked. No, I think her answers tended to be very verbose and not answering the question. It was just word salad that sort of sounded, if you're half listening, like an answer, but
vaguely.
It really didn't go anywhere.
All right, so again, she's giving out empty platitudes. She's giving out, it's going to build a opportunity economy. Okay, how are you going to do this?
Why haven't you done it in the last 3 years?
Well, then she brings up Charlottesville. She brought up the ghost of Charlottesville. She brought up the neo-Nazis and the condemned. He said the neo-Nazis are very fine people. No, he didn't. Oh man, I really wish they would let him have notes so he could pull out the tweet like he did with Dana Bash. Well, I got this right here. What does that say? What time was that?
I'll be honest. I'm still surprised the fucking moderators didn't ask him to disavow white supremacy.
Yeah, I kind of was too, actually, because that seemed like the next logical thing to do. But they did kind of roundabout try that shit.
Yeah, but again, it was a 3-on-1 fight, and honestly, again, he didn't do too well, but he still held his own. Kamala was floundering, and it shows she has no fucking policies. Everything she's saying is Trump, stolen from Trump.
Usually, when it's 3-on-1, at least the one gets some satisfaction in the release.
I will.
Right.
I'm gonna say one positive thing about Kamala Harris.
What?
I think she did better against Trump than Hillary.
Yeah. Well, only reason why she did better against Trump than Hillary is because it was a triple threat match. 3 against 1.
It was 3 against 1 on that with him as well. The biggest thing was she kind of kept her mouth shut for a lot of things, and since she just gave a lot of non-answers, she sounded dumb, but she sounded like she gave enough of an answer that it seemed like it was an answer when it completely fucking wasn't.
Yeah.
Damn it! I need to find that.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
She made a humongous mistake, and that she did not say anything. She didn't say anything that was clippable. She didn't give anybody a soundbite to go back to.
Yeah, most of what she was saying was from other speeches she gave.
There's
just excerpts from them that she memorized. There's nothing new there, so there wasn't anything to clip or to post that sounded remotely new.
No, it was just stump speech, the debate.
Yeah. I don't think that debate, even if she did win, which most people are kind of saying now, I think it was a draw, honestly, but Trump could have done a lot better. He could have done a lot worse. Same with her. I think that lousy debate is not going to move the needle at all for anyone.
No.
I was telling a coworker of mine, Jesus fucking Christ. I gotta play this one because. So, Terrence K. Williams posted this shit. I have to play it because that shit's fucking hilarious.
What were you telling your coworker?
Oh, all right. I was telling my coworker is that, the Democratic Party is too fucking fractured. It is. Trump's base is solid. Like, if you're going to vote for Trump, you're going to vote for Trump. Like, nothing is going to dissuade you from that. Most people have seen all the shit he's gone through, everything they try to do, and they said, fuck it. 4 years under him wasn't that bad. Wasn't as bad as they were expecting. And this is what Terrence K. Williams put on his Twitter.
What the hell?
I mean, you're the one who still said that he was,
Ducking and dodging.
A part of 3 different things that he never was a part of.
Terrence K. Woods is just a funny dude.
Who made this? Y'all gotta stop. Y'all.
All right, that's enough. That Terrence K. Woods is a funny little dude. All right, I'm trying to find the asshole story that Key wanted us to read. I wanted to read.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yes, I promised hot and cold running takes on that one.
Yeah, that one to where it was, am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband because he told me to get out of the car and walk the rest of the way home while pregnant?
What?
Oh.
Okay, that
found it.
Okay, I need to hear this.
There needs to be context.
All right.
Really fast.
Oh, the context makes it worse.
Okay. All right. I'll read it. Am I the
If it's
asshole?
the picture, you can share the picture.
I can too. You're right. I can.
Or you could share it, Key's tweet and let everyone go and like it because
it's
I'm with
Key's.
her on that one. It's one of the few ones where, it's one of the few ones where I can legitimately say it's like I'm with her.
Oh.
Ugh.
And your little dog too. Exactly, Mitch.
All right. Tweets in the chat, and then I'll share the picture. Present share screen. Key. And there. All right. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband for leaving me 8 months pregnant at a gas station and driving off? My husband and I have been married for 2 years. He has a habit of stopping the car and telling me to get out whenever we get into an argument, even if it was something so stupid and minor. He said he can't help his short temper, and having me get out of the car would be him de-escalating the situation, so he thought it wasn't that bad. When I got pregnant, I told him that he should stop doing it, and he said okay. Honestly, I did not expect him to do it when I was pregnant and in my 8th month. So we were talking about what we should buy for the baby. We were particularly arguing about what color to choose for the baby's shoes the other day while we were on our way home from visiting his parents' ranch, which is a bit far from where we live. He disagreed with me at some point in the conversation. It turned into an argument. He started lashing out verbally and then getting all dramatic, arguing till he was blue in the face. Suddenly, the car stopped at a gas station. He told me to get out. I was stunned. I asked if he was being serious, and he told me he needed to cool off, and he couldn't do it with me being in the car.
Then get out of the car your fucking self, you piece of shit.
Yes.
Wait a minute, let me continue. It's just a little more. I tried to reason with him, but he insisted and was feeling so awful and upset I almost cried. The second I stepped out, he drove off. I tried to call him, but he turned his phone off. My blood was boiling, my feet were hurting, and I was hurt in disbelief. I tried to call my brother, the only one I know around the area. It took him a whole, I'm going to say 2 hours to get to me. I went home and found my husband sitting casually on the sofa watching TV. He seemed calm and relaxed. I lost it on him about what he did, and he defended himself, saying he couldn't help himself and that I should let it go. I told him I wanted a divorce because I can't trust him after what he did. He looked so shocked, saying I was crazy to want a divorce over an argument about baby shoes, and said he did what he did to give himself and me a chance to cool off from the fight. I went to stay with my brother, and here I am now. My husband hasn't stopped spam texting me. I'm saying I'm being unreasonable, and that it's not like it's a new thing that he does this, since it's a habit of his, and I shouldn't judge him for how he deals with anger. I haven't spoken to him yet. I feel so frustrated yet so hurt. And that's it.
No, you should divorce the guy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have married this psychopath to begin with. This guy's going to kill you. Because if he gets that angry over one argument over stupid baby shoes, something as nobody cares about that kid's gonna outgrow in 3 weeks anyway, that dude's a psycho.
Yeah,
Run, lady, run
It's already
for the
been
hills.
stated that it's this has happened multiple times, just not over shoes and whatnot.
Yeah,
and quite literally, if he's in, normally it's a for the situation. Is she the asshole for her response? No.
Oh shit, he's gone.
Rotten, you dropped. If you
his internet, probably.
So it's
okay. So I
Or
promise.
he got really pissed.
He smacked. He got so angry he hit the he shot his computer.
Have you ever been so angry the router resets?
He got out of the car.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I promised hot and cold running takes on this one. And first of all, both of them are idiots for fighting over baby
shoes.
Yep.
Well,
that was my
now
first
that said,
thought.
that said, and the thing is, I want to make sure because the way that it's presented, this he's told her to get out of the car before, but never driven off before is the impression I get. But it's like, no, girl, you are not. You need to, don't run, walk, dude. You absolutely do control yourself. You are answerable for how you act and the decisions you make. Okay, I understand. You're short-tempered. You're impatient. It's up to you to manage that and cope and deal with it. And that means it's not you kicking your wife out of the car so you can chill with a little bit of distance. If you need that kind of distance to cool off, you park the car and say, I'm sorry, I'm really upset. I need to step out and cool off a minute. And you get out of the car. You don't drive off and leave her and then try and defend that selfish action. It's like, that'd be like me. It'd be like if I had driven off leaving Mrs. Forge and the kids someplace so I could play on the PlayStation. It's beyond selfish.
It's an option, but it's not a good one.
Yeah, this is what he should have done. Like, I've never been married, but this is what he should have done. He should have pulled the car over. They both should have gotten out, gone into the gas station, gotten something to drink, sat down in the car and not moved. And then once everybody's cool, tempering down.
Let her sit at a bench outside of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Whether she gets out or not is up to her.
Up to her.
He should have gotten out, said, I need a little bit of space. I need a little bit of breathing time to cool down. Perfectly fine. I understand people being short-tempered. I deal with short-tempered people.
Yeah, this.
So then it's like, okay, I am going to take responsibility for my own actions in it, and I'm not going to do something stupid or harmful to her. Okay, parking, I need to step out. I need to cool off. You can stay in the car. You can go, you can stay in the car. You can
go grab a
into
soda
the
or
gas
something.
station. Or like even, okay, I need to cool off a minute. I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab some chips and a soft drink. Do you want me to get something while I'm in there? I just need a little bit of distance to cool off because I'm not in the right good headspace myself.
I would argue that this goes a little beyond that, because if he's pulled over and said get out before, this guy's a hothead with probably some severe anger management issues that need to be addressed, because if he's willing to ditch his 8-month pregnant wife,
He's willing to ditch his kid.
Ultimately, I have.
Go ahead.
Oh no! Please continue.
This guy is the perfect depiction of what passive-aggressive spousal abuse looks like.
Yeah, I've got two solutions here. Okay, the first is they should have gone into the gas station together and had really angry sex in the bathroom. That's a perfectly acceptable way to vent your frustrations.
That's how the kid was created.
Sometimes you gotta have a hate bang.
I know. It's just I'm not married. I've never been married, so I'm not an expert in this. But also, let's take it from his perspective, though. This is his property, and he is like, I don't want this property anymore. I'm just throwing it to the side of the road. He should have been fined for littering.
So, Jack, which one of these are your final solutions?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up off the top of my head now. I heard the Handmaid's Tale is our future, so she's obviously doing her part. And so she's
about to
good
say
woman.
something.
Oh, go ahead, Jack. Being married twice and getting into the world's okay, first thing, if you're going to get into a car argument, never at the start of a trip from Oklahoma City to Kingsville, Texas. That's 12 hours.
Oh, dear God.
Speaking from experience?
Yes. First wife.
Ooh.
What he should do is when he realized that he was getting mad, you shut up and you drive home.
Yes.
See, we're talking about now. Here's my opinion. If it is like less than 20 minutes to get home, just shut up, drive home, turn the radio on, just get home. Every argument is better at home than anywhere else when you're in this situation. Number two, now let's say it's a longer trip. You're in that 12-hour trip. Then yes, pull over, find somewhere to calm down. It's a whole lot easier now because, you could just it's like, hey, why don't you get on your phone and, do whatever you want on there and leave me to drive. Just let me drive. But my solution to this is he should just, like I said, you're in a stupid argument. You're arguing about fucking baby shoes? Who cares? Like Jack said, who cares? They're decorative. It's a baby. They don't walk. Let her put whatever she wants on the kid's feet.
Yeah, but from the way it seems, if she's 8 months pregnant, it's not going to become a real issue until
again, she's not the asshole, and he's done this several times before. So, quite literally, it's just going to be happening more and more.
At some point,
saying that it's over baby shoes, it's irrelevant. He's done it multiple times. That's a pattern, people.
Next time he's going to pick a fight while you're driving to the hospital to deliver the kid, and he's going to tell you to get out there.
Wait a minute, Angela's about to say something.
Sorry.
He's going to have a kid. And he can't hold his temper enough to let his wife sit in the car?
Yeah, this is a
What's he
Forensic
gonna
Files
do to
episode
this
waiting to
kid?
happen. Let's shake it to death. That's what he's going to do.
He's going to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
This is the type of guy I've known these guys. We all know this guy. We all know this. We also know women like this.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't pick an argument. Everything is an argument. And I have a feeling that's what this guy is. Everything's an argument. And it will be escalated because that's one thing I've learned through two marriages is, sometimes it is not worth it. Let her have her way. Sometimes you have to let her make a mistake. You have to let her. It's like, okay, I don't care enough to exert the energy in this. Do what you want.
Yeah. My dad used to phrase it like, sometimes the sun doesn't shine. You're just not going to win. Let it go.
Some battles aren't worth fighting.
Yeah.
Having been married twice, I can also tell you, though, if one of the two wants to have a fight, unless you can physically distance yourself, there's going to be a fight.
So what you're saying is you have to know when to hold them,
know when to fold them, know when to walk away,
and know when to
run.
Honestly, that is the best.
Yeah, but that's
marriage
the catch.
advice.
He wasn't the one walking away. He was making somebody else do it.
Yeah, he was being a total dick.
Now, if I could just add one more thing, a possible solution to this, fellas. Now, again, I'm not married. I don't know how relationships work real well. Keep a shovel in your trunk, and when you pull over and say, I need some time to cool off. Just go out and dig a really big hole. I guarantee you, if you come back sweaty and slightly less angry with a real cool look on your face, like deadpan, no emotion whatsoever in your eyes, and say, okay, I think we're ready for the next step. I think maybe she'll come around to not wanting to argue anymore.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, wow.
Well,
It's
Jack,
good
why?
exercise. I'm just saying, you might find pirate treasure too. I don't know. Especially if you're like on a dead stretch in Nevada or somewhere where they're, where somebody driving by sees somebody digging a hole. They're not going to stop. They're going to be like, "Oh, fuck that," because of the implication.
Roll them up.
Go ahead, roll them up. Wait a minute. Valid question is, who is looking for justification via the internet? It's the wife, and it was an asshole story. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce him?
Yeah.
And the answer to the question is no. She isn't the asshole wanting to divorce him for that shit.
Mitch, the internet is full of people dumping out their purse on the coffee table like a really annoying friend that you don't really like and is friends with somebody else that hangs out in your circle, like George Costanza type. And they come out and they dump the purse out on these forums, and then we mock them and offer advice. It's just how the internet works.
Speaking of, let's do a Dear Abby story. She's always good for a laugh.
I'm grabbing a drink.
Bride to be worried about her fiance cuddling her teen nephew. No. Couple by the. Let's see what this is. Couple stunned by discovery of friends' declared beliefs. Let's see. Looks promising. I'm going to post it in chat. I submit that whoever is looking
not always.
I submit that whoever's looking for justification from those outside of the relationship is the one most often at fault.
In this particular case, if what she said is legit, she really just was sitting here going, her intuition was telling her that if she doesn't leave, she's going to be dead in a couple of months.
All right. Again, it is like all the other asshole stories we've done. We only get one side of the conversation. We don't know the other side. Like, there have been tons of stories where we need more information to make a full judgment. It's true.
We're just going off of the information we have on hand.
Yeah, and based on the information that maybe she's a raging bitch. We don't know that. She's not presenting herself as that. And again, like Angela said, if this is all true, factually true, then no, she's not the asshole in this situation.
All I can think of is the Bill verse story of like the Rihanna and Chris Brown. And it's like, how do we know they weren't having one of those like end of the world? It's like, end of the relationship arguments where she's like, I'm gonna fuck your best friends. And that's why I sell more albums than you. And he just finally fucking lost it.
All right. Couple stunned by discovery of friends' declared belief. Dear Abby, we are a male couple celebrating 34 years partnership. We recently took a cruise during which we met 4 straight couples traveling together who welcomed us into their group. It was a pleasant experience, and we were delighted to make friends with whom we anticipate sailing with again. In fact, the group booked future cruises on board and insisted we join them. Upon returning home and making the obligatory social media contacts, we were stunned to discover extremist views propagated by multiple members of the group, including but not limited to dangerous falsehoods about and disparagement of gays. One of them said gays should be banished from society. Our reaction was one of disbelief. Given the warmth with which we were treated during the cruise, with true colors now revealed, we intend to cancel the booking made on board. But we are at odds as to how or whether to explain the decision. I'm angry and ready to rumble, while my pacifist husband says we should let it go. Any insight you can offer will be appreciated. Conflicted at sea. Now I'm gonna read Abby's response. Just
I'm gonna give mine. I'm gonna give mine and kind of agree with the friends. You got to make like Elsa and let it go.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on to your temper. You should be within your rights as well as the parameters of etiquette to contact the people and ask if they still feel this way about gay people after the cruise. If they answer yes, ask why they would invite you and your partner to travel with them again. While you're at it, express that the comments they posted were untrue, uncalled for, and hurtful, and that's why you will not be traveling with them anywhere again. All right, that's Abby's response. My response is, if they were kind to you while you were on the cruise, I'm pretty sure you were hanging on to your husband's arm or whatever, kissy face or some dumb shit. They probably didn't fucking care.
Yeah, I got to pull out the industrial size X'd out keyboard for this one because there's just too much that doesn't add up for me to think that this is being a fair and accurate representation of what happened on any part of it.
Oh, let me explain how this probably happened. Okay, so you're on this cruise, you had a good time, and then you look up their social medias. Are you sure it's the right person with that name?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Or I got one better for you. Go ahead, Angela, but I'll tell my answer after yours.
Well, I was going to say are you sure it was the right person with that name? Did you check the dates of the posts that you found? Have they even posted anything recently? Did they just get off social media? And the world has changed for them since then.
Or maybe it was a joke that they didn't like, or they support a candidate which says, disparaging things about gay people, or made people believe they say disparaging things about gay people.
Yeah, the internet is not good in text as translating sarcasm or humor.
Yeah,
so,
that's the truth.
I'd be very willing to bet that this is an older couple. They said they've been married 35 years, or been together 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're older, so they're boomers. So they probably got the wrong people, or they didn't understand something. Maybe this is a swingers cult. I don't know. But if you're really upset by this, just cancel your booking and ignore them. Who cares? Why are you wasting your mental energy on this? There's so many better things you could be doing, like sleeping, masturbating, watching TV, stalking bunny rabbits, or whatever. Fighting Haitians off, you know?
The only thing I would say would be less than that is like sticking animals up your butthole.
Oh.
I mean, what people do is not my business. But
save the hamsters.
Hey, look, the animals can't consent to it and whatnot, and that's just fucked up. Like, I don't necessarily have a problem with killing animals that are a pest or you're going to eat. Like, I don't even necessarily have a problem with most trophy hunters because majority of them aren't going to take the shot unless it's exactly what they're looking for. And even if they're only going after the trophy for it, majority of that meat usually gets donated. So this is just like shitty poachers.
Okay.
But worse.
These are people looking for drama.
Yo, Jen.
You could kind of say they're just fucking assholes.
Wait a minute. Jen says they touched grass and found the jungle.
Oh, hi, dear.
Oh, hi, Pierre.
Yeah, I just think that this is much ado about nothing. I think they probably found the wrong Facebook profile because if they were treated well, or it was really old, like you guys said, but if this was somebody that treated you very nicely on the last cruise and you did a bunch of stuff together, we're hanging out a lot, obviously I don't think they have a problem with you or your alternative lifestyle or whatever the fuck we're calling it now. So I think this is a lot of blown out of proportion drama from somebody that's just looking for some drama. If it upsets you, just don't go on the next trip. You don't have to talk to any of these people. Quietly unfriend them, like a lot of people do to me, and just move on with your life.
But
all will be well with the world.
But all right, so say they found them on Facebook, or let's use Twitter. They
Or
found them
hell,
on
they
Twitter.
could pull the whole thing instead of just quietly a friend and being like, "Hey, it seems there's actually some things that we don't agree upon, so please do not contact me further because I am blocking you on everything."
But even then, it's people. All right, big shocker. I'm about to say something controversial. You know, big shocker.
You're white.
I'm not a lich in real life.
Wow.
I know. I know.
You've been appropriating Lich culture.
and I'm not black. I'm about to show my real face. I want you guys to see who I really am.
Here we go again.
You're Matt Jarbo.
Yes, I really Matt Jarbo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know that's a lie because you're too well spoken for that.
Wow, thank you. But so people
Wait,
pretend to be.
did Jack Cochran just say that?
Tears well spoken. I know.
Well,
It's well
it's
spoken.
No, but my thing is, so people pretend to be stuff they aren't on the internet. You know, that's just what it is. It's but you met them in real life, and they seem to treat you decently, and y'all had a great time together. Wouldn't that trump everything you see online?
Or, you can always politely just ask. It's like, hey, what do you feel about this? And then just, have a nice discussion with people. And, maybe you can convince them otherwise. Or maybe you can find out more information. Maybe they were...
Or say, fuck it, go watch some porn and relax.
Again,
maybe. Go ahead.
Again, like I said before on the other one, sometimes pick a fight.
Look, you could do what I do with my friends that are of a different political persuasion and just not talk about certain topics. Because you can get along with a lot of different people. Look, we don't agree on this topic. Let's just not talk about that. And talk about stuff you do enjoy. There's no sense in trying to argue with people that are completely oppositional to you. It's counterproductive more often.
Especially when it's not life or limb either.
Yeah. It's not like you're arguing over the best way to escape the Poseidon.
That you're arguing in like, I'm going to drive 135 miles per hour while not watching. It's like, yeah, that's going to kill you.
Yeah, I have a coworker. Again, I have a coworker. He is a staunch leftist. Like Kamala Harris is the best thing since sliced bread. Every time I feel like the conversation is being steered in one of those directions, I instantly try to change the subject. And whenever we do start, like, dude, we don't agree on things, and it'll just end up with us being pissed at each other, So let's not have the conversation, And he respects that, Hey, good, all right, we'll have the conversation. I don't ask him about political takes. I don't antagonize, I don't go out my way to antagonize him. Every time, one of the Democrats do something stupid, I don't have those conversations with him. Go ahead.
I never get to talk to coworkers, but the last time we had a staff meeting, it was the problem is we all agree, but we all kind of it's varying levels of right wing with us.
So Travis is far right. Got it.
Not as far right as one of my coworkers. But I never see him at work. I mean, I hardly ever see coworkers or bosses. I get kind of happy about that.
Travis still has his tiki torch from that rally in Charlotte. He showed it to me. So, just saying.
I always say that those guys cannot be real fascists because because they were so sloppily dressed and poorly marching.
Who wears a polo to a race rally?
No. But did you see the Fed one when the Fed did the tiki torch
I mean, I'm still of the belief, like, unless you're a complete fucking douchebag, or it's required for a job, who wears a fucking polo to begin with?
Yeah, I find it very weird. Like,
I think other
polo
than
and
like
khakis.
Sinatra, you know,
Well, I
like
wear a
the
polo
Silent
for
Sin,
work.
you wear it for work,
and that's the
Or
only time I
for
fucking
work,
wear
and
it.
if I'm leaving the house, because polo I got covers the everyday carry a lot better than t-shirts do.
So ages ago,
wearing a shirt that's
If you're
too
a
small.
fat guy, you don't want to wear a polo. Your boobs are gonna look huge.
do y'all remember ages ago when they came out with when they tried to do Charlottesville 2.0 and they had it was clearly the feds because they had a black guy and a female.
Yeah, it was like Patriot Front look.
Yeah.
The Patriot Front is hilarious. It glows so bright.
It does.
They had like a poster campaign on the UCO campus where they were putting up posters and signs everywhere. So I decided to call. It's like, oh, for us to join your group. Oh, for you to join our group, you know, 2 of us are going to have to come by and interview you to make sure that you're the right stuff. I'm like, yeah, you guys glow.
Yeah.
Wait. Does that mean if I join the Patriot Front, I get my free federal gun that they seem to always give to?
Yeah, they're gonna give,
leaders?
like, if I volunteer to join that, are they gonna give me like a buttload of money? Because I could definitely use like
I could use some guns.
300K.
Well, they're going to give you a
I mean,
shotgun.
I'm not gonna buy like if they give me 300K, I'm not gonna buy guns with it. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm gonna buy a house.
I'll tell you one thing. They're going to give you a shotgun, but they're going to ask you to cut it down to like 16 inches.
Then they're gonna shoot your kid.
Yeah. Again, these look like they look like fucking
Oh man,
yeah.
they're gonna shoot my theoretical children.
Oh no.
And your dog.
No,
and my theoretical dog. Jesus Christ.
If you're willing to put yourself on a list and you call these guys and they come over, you need to do like that crazy Brazilian chick and have a ragdoll family.
Yes.
And introduce them and always address them as if they're real people. Like say excuse me when you walk by one and ask, oh, not right now, honey. We have guests over.
I don't
And
know
totally
how true it is,
be
Jack.
in
Have
character.
you ever seen the one where it's like the guy convinced them that he was like a domestic terrorist and they gave him like 20 or 30 grand. Instead, he bought a really, really fucking expensive fursuit.
Nice.
I was about to make the comment that I was going to borrow a fursuit for them coming over.
Wait a minute. How you do, fellow right wingers? Jesus Christ. Jesus. But these people are fucking insane and stupid, and they glow in the dark. Hard.
Tier, I always like to find articles for like when I come on normally. I found one. It's not a serious one, and I really, really want Rotten to see it. And it's another one of my weird Oklahoma stories.
Is it from Oklahoma, man?
Well, it is from Oklahoma, from the '60s, involving the Oklahoma Mafia and bootleggers.
Put it in side chat.
What the hell's going on in Oklahoma? I didn't realize how messed up that state was. Did the Indians curse the land or something?
Well,
probably. But do you know why the whole thing of Florida Man actually exists, Jack?
No, not offhand.
Okay, to actually explain this, because I serve with more than a few guys who are from Florida. Florida passed a law that like 90% of the laws that are broken have to be reported on the news. So all this weird random shit has to be reported to begin with.
Nice.
No matter what. So like I heard from several of them, they'd be like, yeah, I would legitimately tell my friends like, hey, I have to work Saturday and I know you're going out to the bar Saturday and I'm not going to be able to make it, but if you need a ride, let me know. And then next Friday they'd see that their buddy got pulled over for a DUI and they're like, dude, I fucking told you I'd give you a ride. What the fuck are you doing?
So, but yeah, there is some weird shit that happens here.
There's some weird shit that happens everywhere. Just most of it doesn't go reported. Like the little kind of city-ish I live in tries to not have the crime that's been committed talked about.
So Rotten, if your liquor store is being threatened by the mafia, how would you defend it? Would you put a machine gun turret on the machine gun nest on the top of it?
Only if a Korean was working it.
Stop. Stop. I can only get so erect.
Right?
Oh, jeez.
Now, does the place also have a pizza oven? And a porn theater?
Right. Read this article.
All right. It's
side chat.
Yeah, since freaking Chrome fucked out on me earlier.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Because it wasn't my internet since everything else was still working. How curious. A machine gun turret on the roof of a liquor store.
I just love that picture.
Yes, that is a nice picture.
Man,
I
the
did.
test was awesome.
Okay. Byron's Liquor Warehouse in Oklahoma City has been around since the state legalized alcohol in 1959. It has a listener, Adams Hicks, that's a weird name, heard the store had a machine gun turret on its roof in its early days. Hicks asked, how curious? How curious? Is it true? And if so, why'd the business need a gun? Well, get fucked because it doesn't matter. Byron's Liquor Warehouse, named after its owner, Byron, holy fuck, I'm not trying to pronounce that, is the largest liquor store or is one of the largest liquor stores in Oklahoma. Byron is a charmer, said Blake Cody. Oh, sorry. Byron's the charmer, said Blake Cody. Gambulos, grandson, the store's current general manager. Sorry. Gambulos grew up in Dallas, the son of Greek and German immigrants, where he worked in restaurants from a young age. An entrepreneur from the start, he reportedly opened his first hamburger stand when he was 10 years old. Dear God. All right, I'm scrolling through to try to serve time in the military. Alcohol was
Get to
illegal.
the meat and potatoes.
They entered the Union Dry in 1907. State dry, blah, blah, blah. In Oklahoma, blah, blah, blah. And some senators and congressmen approached him by setting up mock retail stores so it looked like for retailers to buy liquor. So he set up a number of liquor stores across Oklahoma City so residents could apply for licenses to operate them. At one location, an applicant was forbidden from getting a license because he was a bootlegger or had been involved in the illegal business of smuggling alcohol in the state. So he was offered the job. And when Gambulos accepted and soon started selling liquor at a small store near the state capitol building, he removed the store's current location at blah, 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 whatever, 2 years later. And just, Jesus Christ, like, when does it get to the fucking, the actual...
It's not the backstory. This is, you know, this is the setup and the lore. You know, this is the Silmarillion. You'll get to the Lord of the Rings yet. Go ahead.
So apparently we have, like, moving on to the whole thing of, like, the hill.
Dennis, Rotten. In 1969.
Yeah. So it says other people in the liquor business, some were mafia ties, were not happy with him or with the competition. In 1963, a man came into his office at the liquor store. This guy drove up in a Thunderbird, blah, blah. Blonde lady said, would you like to sell out? And I said, no, why? And he opened his briefcase and said, it's going to be a cash deal, and said, well, I'm not for sale. So they started receiving death threats. Someone threw a homemade bomb into his liquor store warehouse, damaging a small section of the building. But Blake Cody said his grandfather was open for business the next day. Tons of people came in to see the bombing damage, and it turned into a PR move. That's a fucking smart move. Like, seriously, I'd go to that shit.
That's gonna be 50 cents a gander.
Reportedly sold $100,000 of liquor in a day. Damn.
This was in the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a
So
lot of
when,
hooch.
yeah. So when the store was bombed again a short while later, he decided that he needed protection. He built a rectangular reinforced wooden structure with windows cut out in each side, kind of like a watchtower, and put it on the business roof. He and his friends, including some off-duty cops and devoted employees, made the tower at night armed with pistols, shotguns, or any available weapons. Cambulos had a machine gun from World War II. My God. This is awesome.
I'm still trying to find what kind of machine gun he had. I really need to know this now.
Rodney is trying not to get my channel deleted.
I just want to be like based.
Yeah, it sounds like he just had the turret, not the actual gun. So it was just like a little nest.
Oh, it sounds like from everything, because when you scroll down, they built the nest and he had the actual machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh, that is hardcore. Oh, you know,
I mean, in that time frame, yeah, he could easily have had it.
That's why they call them the greatest generation.
Let's ask Chat GPT. No, let's ask Copilot, see if they can tell
The
us.
thing is, I remember when you could buy a machine gun through catalog order like Sears and Roebuck.
Oh, yeah.
See what they've taken from us.
We used to be a proper country.
Ew. Sorry, I read what Frosted said.
I'm trying to
With
figure
the
out.
Frosted, I'm a degenerate. I'm not that kind of degenerate.
Going out to buy a pack of snack cakes. Night, Mitch.
Night, Mitch.
Bye, Mitch.
Later, Mitch.
Yeah, there was a bunch of shit you used to be able to do before.
Okay, all right.
A bunch of fucking
wait a minute, Rodney.
safety
Chat-
sallies jumped in.
Right.
Copilot said Brian Gambino, the owner of Brian's Liquor Store in Oklahoma, had a federally registered machine gun on the roof of his store in 1963. This machine gun was an Australian model that he acquired during World War II. So
it was a World War II machine gun.
Yeah.
They just didn't say
yeah.
what it was.
The
That's
problem
kind of
is
irrelevant.
that it won't hit emus.
Yeah.
I think this
Well,
was
how many
before
emus are in Oklahoma?
Well, the really funny part about that story was actually hearing Farr talk about it, to where farmers were the ones asking to be able to do that, and when the military tried it, they couldn't do it. They had that, I think it was the Lewis machine gun,
Yeah,
and had such a
garbage.
problem. And then after that, the farmers were allowed to go do it, and the farmers decimated the emu population.
Yeah, well, the farmers were a bunch of ex-military guys, and they didn't have to deal with a Lewis. Lewis
Yeah.
is a shit gun.
Oh God, yeah. Like it's neat for its history and where it brought things, but as an actual gun, it is garbage.
Can you imagine? Being one of
It
those
said
poor
MP34.
soldiers? You're trying to live down that.
No,
that
that's
shame.
not it. Austrian. I want Australian. Why did it give me that? Maybe putting it wrong.
Oh, Australia's never gonna live down losing a war.
An Owens gun. That's what it was. Nope, that's not that either. That doesn't seem like you need a turret for that.
Again, the turret was something he made.
Yeah,
it probably
he
was the
built
Owens
that
gun.
to give the full
If it's an
360 field of fire.
MP34, it's a submachine gun that he was using that he had up there. Because the little thing for what it was something he made. If you scroll down to near the end of the story, they show the whole picture of them putting it up there. The Daily Oklahoma photograph shows a truck removing the tower from his roof.
Let's scroll down then.
Boom. Too far. There you go.
Yeah, they moving the tower, but not the.
Yeah, which they would have put that in there. That's what it was basically. It's a
But
little
that's not-
hyperbole of how they put it. It wasn't like a mounted heavy machine gun like a lot of people would think.
So it was just a
it's
nest.
yeah, it's still a machine gun. It's just they manned a machine gun up there, and they manned a submachine gun, so it was like a 9mm that wasn't going to be very accurate past like 20 yards. In most cases.
But if you go down in the store, he did actually fire upon somebody from it.
Fucking mobs, man.
He was
Get
up.
what she deserves.
So Go ahead.
He was up in the top of it, smoking a cigar, and he seen somebody lighting a pipe bomb across the street. So he fired at the guy's feet, and he dropped the bomb and ran.
Good. Should have hit him in his head.
He probably ran like an Antifa too, where he's all like prancing away.
And I was gonna say, since he had the thing about Trudeau, is the story of him getting a divorce actually true?
I would not be surprised. He's an idiot.
Janet, you still there?
I just love the Babylon article of it, to where it's like where so many people are in shock where that Justin Trudeau was actually married to a woman.
Yeah. I mean, we were all surprised to learn that.
Yes, yeah. Jen said yes, he did. She is our resident Canadian. She's our resident Canuckastanian. Or as Tari calls them, snow Mexicans.
Frostbacks.
They're frostbacks. They're leaf lickers. Ah, man. Back in my day, blowing the tranny was car trouble. But speaking of Justin of House Castro, Emperor of Canuckastani, first of his name, I hope they kick his ass out of the, I guess, Prime Minister seat. Because he fucking up.
Well, no, he's doing exactly what he wanted to accomplish.
Yeah.
Authoritarian rule.
Like my favorite thing was how, it's like he was like it was like the believe women, let women do what they want to do. Then he bullied a woman to do freaking service for the government in a position she originally never wanted.
Trudeau fell for the Michael Obama thing, but in reverse. She will be an inspiration to young girls by showing them that if you see the right powerfully connected men, that you can play second fiddle to a man's dementia. It's basically a Cinderella story.
Oh, wow.
Hey, it was said on Family Guy. Make sure you blow every dick you can. You never know who's going to be famous.
Yuck.
So
that's what Family Guy said it.
So I found out there is a new weird trend out there called fridgescaping.
What?
Fridgescaping. People decorating and arranging the inside the refrigerator, and I sent you a reel about it because everybody sends me reels that I hate, but it was the only one I was able to find.
I didn't get it yet.
Is that
it's on a chat? Sorry.
Is that fridge feng shui? What is that?
That's what it sounds like. I've seen a thing about this before, and it just sounds completely retarded.
All right.
People have way too much free time if they're doing this kind of crap.
Quoting Family Guy, I think we've hit bottom. No, we haven't hit bottom yet. We could be quoting Medium articles instead.
Yeah, we could be quoting Meme Guys Frosty.
I'm just gonna say right now, if you start quoting Lower Decks from that shitty animated Star Trek show, I'm just dropping out.
I refuse to watch Lower Decks because it is an abomination unto God in Star Trek.
I agree.
But here,
I best not to even see the advertisements for the show, so I really don't know much about it.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't want to
about Lower Decks. I forget it exists, and after this show, I'm gonna go back to forgetting that it exists.
Oh, see,
sounds like a plan.
Wait a minute.
You gotta
and
unmute it there,
maintenance
bud.
specialist, and this is the latest trend sweeping the appliance side of the internet. And yes, it is pretty much exactly what you think it is. Decorating the inside of your fridge in an aesthetically pleasing way, often with greenery. Of course, there are already more than enough videos making fun of this practice. And I'm not here to yuck anybody else's yum. So I'm not gonna knock it, but what I will do is tell you how to fridgescape responsibly. So this is the inside of a refrigerator. You'll notice that on the back panel, there are a lot of little holes. Those holes are where the cold air blows out from. Don't block any of those holes. Otherwise, Likewise, you can just the airflow, which can make your fridge cool inconsistently. Don't put any greenery too close to them in general, because leafy green things tend to freeze pretty easily, and that's the coldest spot in your fridge. Depending on the style of fridge you have, those vent holes may be in different places. This is on a French door refrigerator, where the doors open like this. These are the vent holes on a top mount refrigerator. This is the inside of a side-by-side refrigerator, which has a vertical freezer on one side and a vertical fresh food section on the other side. All of the cooling happens inside the freezer, and then there's a fan inside the freezer that blows cold air from the freezer into the top part of the refrigerator. And because cold air sinks, the cold air is going to sink from the top down to the bottom and then recirculate through a vent at the bottom that connects back to the freezer. And that's how it circulates the air. But because the cold air comes in at the top part of the fresh food section, the top part of the fresh food section is the coldest area. So if you have anything more susceptible to freezing, you want to put it a little bit lower. Just be mindful of where the ventilation is for your fridge so you don't block the airflow and so you don't freeze any of your greenery. Fridge-scaping. Hi, my...
Do people not understand how refrigerators work?
Why are you doing that? Like, what the fuck is the... Like, are we
that is just a general thing. Not people understand how fridge works. They know that it's supposed to keep food cold, and some fridges are better than others. And that's about the best of it for most people.
I can agree. Most people do not know how a refrigerator works.
This is what happens when you're stupid and don't have a job.
It's like, I don't know exactly how my fridge works, but I also have a fucking landlord special fridge. So those things aren't always the best. But they're dumb, which is why I love them.
Yeah, look.
Again. Why? What the fuck is the point of doing that? Who... Are you that bored?
I care that it has food in it that keeps the food cold. I don't care that it looks pretty.
At least she made it very clear that she kind of thinks it's retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I hope that's what
she just wants to make sure that the retards don't
fuck up their fridge,
give themselves food poisoning, or kill their plants.
And if it's an LG or Samsung, you don't have to worry about that greenery for long. The fridge will die, and it'll all die inside there.
A young Johnny Hellcat off to spread chaos.
Frosted, you don't want to use that noose. If you use that noose, who's going to make Moonshock and Jack suffer?
Yeah, there's no reason to have 6 foot of rope and a wobbly stool.
Again,
there's one reason technically.
Not
hold
yet.
on. To be fair, this is my honest belief. I do believe that Frosted and Tart are demons from hell sent to torture Jack. Moonshot is collateral.
So Jack was the intended target. Moonshock was just the unfortunate victim.
Yes. Like their mission is to fuck with Jack for all eternity to piss him off. But Moonshot is collateral. That's why he got the cancer.
Their job is the destruction of Jack's sanity.
Yes.
That's pretty serious collateral damage right there.
Again, when you fucking with demons and shit, that's the kind of shit that fucking happens. They're trying to drive Jack mad.
So obviously we all know crystal people are insane. He also did a white people one I'll have to bring up. Or another rating white people.
Crystals can do for you is a wild thing. They think wild things about crystals. Crystals do this apparently by manipulating your body's.
We're getting a lot of static on your end, Rod.
I'm not even getting a video.
Yeah.
Give it to me and I'll try to play it.
Oh, here I'll stop. Refresh.
Oh my gosh. Poor thing.
And we'll try it one more time.
All right.
So let me know if you can hear it.
What crystal people believe
there it is
for you.
Everyone else okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is a wild thing. They think wild things about crystals. Crystals do this apparently by manipulating your body's energy field and realigning your chakras. If you don't believe me after that sentence, I don't know what to do. We have the classic quart, which gives off healing, creativity, and energy to whoever's holding it. So, it's the caffeine of rock. Opals give you the magic power of wealth, luck, and also turning away negative energies. So, if you're about to invest in the stock market, I suggest you swallow an opal. Are you looking for a wave of calming euphoric energy, but you're too chicken shit to try hard drugs? Might I suggest amber, celestite, and sapphire? They are known for their anti-anxiety properties, I guess. Do you need the balls to leave your wife and kids and lead the life you've always wanted to? Well, might I suggest lava stone, sunstone, and citrine, which gives you courage. A rock you hold gives you courage. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? And then we have a category called dangerous crystals, which is a hilarious statement. These are the most powerful crystals a human being can buy, and it's suggested that beginner crystal users steer clear lest they be turned into a newt. Seraphinite is used for unconditional love. So you can trick someone into loving you unconditionally, which seems a little non-consenty, but whatever. And then we have Moqui marbles, which channel higher energy. Ooh. You know how you get really smart really fast? Holding some fucking rocks. I mean, Jesus Christ, these look like pebbles you find on the side of a lake. They're not even good looking. And then this one website says that Moldavite is like the big dog of crazy powerful crystals, but it doesn't elaborate at all. It just says it's too green for its own good. I mean, Jesus Christ. What crystal?
I dated a woman that was real into crystals. This is all true. Everything he said, accurate.
Hear me out.
Okay.
There is some truth to this. To the crystal thing, to these magical rocks, there is truth to it. Number one, I mean, there are crystals and rocks that can repel, people that give off negative energy.
Yeah, it's called uranium or lead.
By throwing them at them. You throw them at them, you get rid of them.
At high velocities.
If somebody threw one of those spear-shaped quartz crystals at me, I'd be kind of creeped out and not want to be around them. Because be like, that dude's throwing crystals at me. That's weird.
And the dangerous ones?
Woo! Sorry, Angel.
Yeah. Especially if he's like, magic missile!
Dangerous ones? Uranium's dangerous. Arsenic's dangerous. Magnesium's dangerous if you set it on fire. Potassium's pretty dangerous. So yeah, I mean, there's some truth to it.
Uranium 452? Yeah, all that shit's dangerous. Don't ask me why I know about uranium 452.
I will admit that rocks are sometimes pretty. So if you own a pretty rock, good for you.
Like Kermit out of the jar.
No! He stays in that jar, damn it.
Nah.
What? He has blue? Is that blue up there?
I don't
That's
know.
Creepy.
I have no idea. All I recognize is Kermit. Save Kermit.
Disregard that, Frank. It's just a bunch of liberal bullshit. Otherwise, here's ones that's fun that I have for a video tour. A person tries to say, because they have a French boyfriend, that they took them to the most American restaurant they could think of, and it happens to be a Texas Roadhouse, and someone's like, "Excuse me."
I took my French boyfriend who hates everything American to the most.
You think the most American restaurant is Texas Roadhouse? You are a fool. You are showing that Frenchman lies. The most American restaurant is Waffle House. Waffle House is the most American restaurant. It is the only place where you can see a server yell, "Stop resisting." Wait, there's more. Waffle House is one of the few places I've ever seen somebody get married in a Waffle House and return to their shift. How is that not American? And the food is so good, I've seen actual cops in Waffle House ignore crimes as they're happening. America, they are open all hours of the day, even when it's unhealthy to be open. We base our entire schedule of the world around Waffle House. Hey, can I go to work? Is Waffle House open? Then you go to work, motherfucker. I don't care if it's a hurricane or a pandemic. America. Also, the hash browns are amazing, and I love the chili cheese on top of the hash brown.
Their hash browns are amazing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cheese. They use American cheese, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. But their hash browns are
Yeah, oh yeah, their hash browns are good.
We have a bit of a culture shock here, because what you're seeing is like Texas Roadhouse is like the upper class, nice part of America, and Waffle House is the rest of us. where you're going to see a fight, maybe a shooting.
Maybe somebody gets gunned down.
Yeah, it's like dinner and a show.
Yeah.
All right, I want to play this one, but I have.
You go to Waffle House because you want to see two crackheads fight. Why? Because it's the ambiance.
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
adds
like
to the
Church's
atmosphere.
They're like that as well, but Church's Chicken does close at some point.
Yeah, but Waffle House has that like dinner theater experience. You know, like you go to a murder mystery. Only it's really simplistic. That guy murdered the other guy.
Wait
the one
a minute,
halfway
guys.
through the window.
Hold on, I want to play this one before because this shit is fucking hilarious.
People don't know this, but this is actually the right way to eat a cinnamon roll. We start by unraveling it from the center and...
That is not the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll. That is not the way you're supposed to do it. That is some false ass information about the cinnamon roll, and I don't appreciate it. You're gonna have all these goofy ass children walking around eating the cinnamon rolls the wrong way. That is not correct information. You're supposed to eat the cinnamon roll like that. What the hell wrong with you?
He's not wrong.
I just love how he says cinnamon wrong so much. It just reminds me of Polydub being like synonym, shinamison.
The cinnamon roll.
Shiminin.
I'm just amazed James let me play that. You know, he doesn't like me people seeing his face, so now that I get.
Boogie isn't looking too good.
Wow.
Look, to be fair, Boogie never looked good, so
that is true.
I mean, I detest
Oh,
Boogie.
come on. Boogie is nowhere near that articulate or sober.
True. And I sort of like the fat bald guy, so
I was gonna say that the guy in that video was funny.
yeah, Boogie's not funny. He's just obnoxious.
I found a video I was going to say, but I'm going to put it chat.
Well, I mean, Jack, you could make Boogie very, very funny. Watch him try and run a 300 or 200 or 400.
Watch him have a heart attack and die. Maybe if we got an angry group of Haitians chasing him. Like, he's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
At least for a
Wow.
little while.
I don't think any of us would mind if he got eaten.
Well, we'll tell everybody that his name is Uncle Bozy, and that these are New Guinea people, and everybody will be interested.
Did you know the IRS has a contingency plan to keep collecting tax money even after an apocalypse? Yeah, this silly SpongeBob
And if they just don't
meme
have the
about
federal
collecting
government
taxes
backing them, no
after
one
a
has to
major
fucking
disaster,
follow it.
It's actually true. Back in the 1980s, the IRS added a provision to its employee handbook outlining how the tax collection agency would handle a nuclear war or some other major national catastrophe. Employees were told to prioritize the collection of current taxes rather than focusing on delinquent taxes or some other IRS operations. That part of the employee handbook looks a little bit different today, but the basics remain the same. In the event of a WMD attack or some other major disaster, the IRS continuity plan says that mission essential functions should be restarted within just 12 hours. Those functions include, collecting taxes.
Oh, of
Just,
course.
just for the sheer, pure hypothetical on that, what if the IRS itself is ground zero for those attacks?
Oh, they have satellite sites. Don't worry. They will try this, but I
did say attacks plural.
Yeah, but unless you're in the movie Fight Club, I don't think that's likely going to happen because everybody hates the IRS, but they don't want to waste any explosives on them.
Well, I mean, the only reason why people tolerate even that whole thing is because they got the backing of the federal government.
Yeah, they have a lot of guns. But in the event of a nuclear war, the only taxes I'm paying are the ones to the local warlord who could actually kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Camel,
this
we have
one
the
is...
perfect interview. Your best friend since you were 5 works for a news network, and they've agreed to only give you softball questions, which you'll get to see 3 weeks ahead of time. What do you say?
No.
No, it'll be pre-recorded. We can control the final edit.
Wow, that's too scary. No.
Mr. President, you've been invited to do an interview with...
I'll do it.
Sir, you didn't let me finish.
I'll do it. Let's do the interview.
Do you want time to prepare?
Does he have time this afternoon?
He might.
Great, when he's here, we'll go live for 3 hours.
Okay, they've agreed to let you write the questions.
No. No, that's too scary. No.
They're agreeing to let Tim Walls do it with you. He can...
No. No.
Maybe you should give it a bit more thought.
It'll be fine.
I plan to murder you after the interview.
Many have tried. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay. Let you be interviewed by Tim Walls, and we can cut it down from an hour to the best 3 minutes.
No, I don't think so. No.
Every question is going to be a softball.
No, I don't.
No, Spittle.
Ugh. Okay, I'll cancel another interview.
Why are you a racist demon who hates gays?
I'm not. You're stupid.
Why am I always under attack?
Where were we?
Oh, jeez.
Here's a fun one to end on since we're already past 2 hours. That's a bit of G-Wiz knowledge that I think everyone will appreciate, especially Jack.
No.
Uh-oh.
It's a little former comic, well, not comic book, but people who have played comic book characters.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
You guys already hit me with the Mark Ruffalo. Come on.
Oh, no. This is a good one.
No.
Let's start off today on the interwebs with silly education. Let's see here.
Adam West and Burt Ward became famous in the 60s for their portrayal of Batman and Robin.
I do love me some Batman. I do. And I love me some Adam West, especially off of Family Guy. On Family Guy, he was the shit.
They were also equally infamous in Hollywood for their off-screen debauchery.
Debauchery. Now, the original Batman series was probably a little bit too older for me. I don't remember watching that, but I mean, the Adam West that I know was a sweet, funny old man.
This included Adam West sleeping with up to 8 women a day.
8 women a
Whoa.
day. In my 20s, I was lucky enough to get round 2 it. Maybe round 3.
One time, Adam West slept with so many women in the city of Aspen, Colorado, that this city banned him from returning for another 15 years.
How are you so much of a whore that you get banned from a city?
One of the most insane stories involving Adam West's escapades involved Adam West and the actor Frank Gorshin, who played the Riddler on the Batman series, attending an orgy together. They were both kicked out of said orgy because both of them kept pretending to be in character the entire time.
I'm still sitting here
Oh,
trying to fathom what a Batman and Riddler orgy would be like. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I'm not. I just wish I would have learned this from Family Guy. Y'all stay petty.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Wow.
I actually met Frank Gorshin a few years before he died.
Oh,
real nice guy.
Oh, I believe it.
And he offered to sign Adam West's name for half the money. And it looks shockingly like Adam West's signature.
I actually met Adam West shortly before he died.
Oh, nice.
But he was actually pretty nice too.
Yeah,
Burt Ward was a dick, but
I've heard that about Burt Ward, but
Adam West was actually really nice.
yeah, Adam West, his career was actually kind of ruined by Batman because he was kind of a sex symbol before that. And he was in pretty good shape. The suit just made him look really kind of fat because you didn't see any definition.
Yeah.
But he was in pretty good shape. He was a big sex symbol for a little while there. And that show kind of killed him.
Yeah, it probably had. It was a double-edged sword, most likely.
Yeah.
This picture of mine was actually a Christmas gift a few years back. It was a variety of whiskeys and a therapy in a jar.
Nice.
But since it's just been shy of 2 hours and 10 minutes, Tears, should I be bringing this one out?
Nice. Filthy Frank.
And Tyr says nothing.
Muted himself.
I think his mic went fucky on him.
Sorry, again, my mic went fucky on me.
Called
it. Rodden, what movie are we doing tonight? Hey, Shangorath.
I believe it's next. I know you're not the biggest fan of Nicolas Cage there, Jack, but we're going through his movies currently.
Oh.
Yeah, it started, the whole thing was, I was actually curious of the Jordan Peele movies, if they were, especially for Get Out, if it was as like racist as some people try to say and so anti-white and whatnot. And for a remake of The Skeleton Key, which is a remake of another movie, it's not terrible. I like Us the best. I think it's Us.
No, I think Nope was way better.
Nope is one of his better movies, but the second movie, if he'd have stopped trying to explain shit half-assed, like leave it supernatural or don't explain it.
Yeah, that's usually a better option. I'm not a huge fan of his movies. I think they're a little bit trite, and I've seen similar stuff before. It always, to me, he's a little bit like Quentin Tarantino. Like, he finds some scenes that he likes in other movies and kind of recreates them a little bit. I don't hate them. They're just not my thing.
Yeah.
And I think the guy's an asshole.
Oh,
he is an asshole.
Like, I would say if you haven't seen Nope, it is actually one I would recommend.
Yeah. So there's a me, Angela, Rodden, sometimes Will, sometimes James. We do a movie review on Sunday nights, every alternating Sunday nights, and then we do Talking Into the Void every alternating Sunday night. So something to that effect.
Yo.
And
James Earl Jones
is the only black man to say on screen to say he's the father. And technically, you can't even say that because Terry Crews did that shit as well.
My tribute to my tribute to James Earl Jones. I love Desolate Doom.
Well, I want to say Monkey was the one who put it best in that one. I believe Jack was there for that one, where it's like he had a very, very well done voice and everything, but the man could fucking act as well.
Yeah. Yes.
If you've never seen Soul Man, you do not understand.
Great movie. So funny.
Yo, Spud, what up? I need to talk to you later, Spud.
Well, it has 15 eyes, 31 arms, and 7 legs. The children's ward in a Gaza hospital.
Oh God. Okay. Next Saturday, you need to figure out a way to do Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Why?
You know why?
It's Earth Day. What?
Do you remember?
It's your birthday.
The 21st of September.
Oh, okay. 21st of September.
See, I got that one.
Hey, Tira,
Sorry.
Hey, Tira, I sent you a picture of something I had to work on recently, just to end the show on.
Okay.
Twitter.
I'm going. Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the second picture. The one of Dale Gribble I sent on accident because I'm a boomer, and well, it happens.
Oh shit! I think I am technically the youngest one on here.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
But not by much. Me and you about to be the same age, motherfucker.
We will hold your youth against you.
Well, end of this month, I turned 38. So.
Yeah.
What happened there?
That is GE's combination washer dryer.
Oh, fuck that!
You see that big thing in the floor?
This here?
Yeah, that big white thing in the floor in front of the that is the condensing unit that takes the moisture out of the air.
And why the fuck would they make it a front loader?
It is the only way to do it.
Washers should never be front loaders.
Fuck no.
Wait a minute. I want to disagree. I prefer front loads.
Top loader.
Excuse me. It's called a bonus hole now.
We're talking about washers, not women, Jack.
Keep up, Jack. Keep
I
up.
don't understand why you keep saying the same word.
Front loaders for washers only really work if you have the top and bottom washer dryer.
I've always been convinced. I've always preferred the front loads.
I'm gonna not turn that into a perverted joke and preserve our friendship.
I appreciate that.
But this is me an hour into getting that bit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about to cost that person $1,300.
Why did they just buy a new one?
Yeah.
Because it probably cost it more than $1,300.
Well, this thing costs $2,100.
Yeah, is it really worth it to fix it though?
To me, it was.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're a little biased on that one.
I mean, I made a shit ton of money off this. I walked away with an extra $150 commission off of just this one.
Look, I've already made it pretty much it's like pretty much well known. I want all my appliances to be dumb as fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're less likely to have real issues then.
Like the smartest thing I want really is my microwave because it's going to have the digital buttons, and that's it.
Oh, and in the side chat, I also sent one of the Twitter things. Is another thing I had to work that cost a shit ton of money.
Is that it? I don't see it.
It's a.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Right here. Tragic.
This is shit that I have to do every day.
Well, that's
an industrial refrigerator.
Oh, that's a Sub-Zero. It's in a ranch house, and I walked in. They're like, "Yeah, it stopped cooling on us." So I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna get paid. It needs a compressor, the evaporator, the heat exchanger, and I wrote up a bill for $3,200, and they
motherfucker.
Well, I mean, I already know that like if I somehow got really, really wealthy in that whole thing to where I could have a walk-in refrigerated room that would be for processing animals that I hunt. Or
people.
No, not people. I'm not going to do the extra thing. It'd basically be like for any animals I'd hunt or that I would harvest that I raise on my own property.
Yeah, okay. Just come on and say it. You're gonna hunt people. I get it. We're not gonna judge you.
No.
I might judge you.
That it would be cool to have one of those, but I know that something would go horribly wrong on me, and I'd be frozen in time for like 500 years.
no,
I don't need that kind of pressure.
Oh no, not freezer, refrigerator.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it would go horribly wrong in the freakiest possible accident in history. I have that sort of like, it's not bad luck, it's just weird luck. So,
and that'd be after, that'd be the later thing. Like I would be buying a lathe and a mill first so I could try to build my own guns because fuck it, why not?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a given.
I just love that. Every time I see one of those, I just know I'm about to make rent money.
Have you ever been like super bored and just made up terms for parts that don't exist? They're like, oh yeah, your conflopulator's broken.
Your reflective capacitor is broken, and I need to go back and get one.
I never to a customer, but I did when I first started doing this. I did send a new guy to not when I first started, probably a few years after. I sent one of our new guys to the supply house to pick up a flux capacitor. And the guy behind the counter called me up and said, "Did you really do this to that guy?" Yes.
Yep.
Well, he should be more movie literate. That's his own fault.
Otherwise, another easy way to fuck him, like, yeah, man, I need you to go and get me a container of 12 ounces of it's a PE and it's PSI.
Tell
we
We've
have.
need to get go ahead, Dry.
I have wrote up work orders for ID 10T errors.
Oh yeah.
Yep, done that in the military. You have to be really
Hellcats.
cautious on how you do that.
My last call Friday. My last call. I had to go out because their dryer wouldn't start.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have the knob on a selectable cycle. It was just sitting between two things, and she kept hitting the start button. It wouldn't go. Then she called. I reach over.
Broken.
I reach over and I turn it to like one indent, and I push the button. And she's like, "How'd you do that?" It's like, I lined up the markings the way you should. How long have you had this machine? I've had it for 10 years, and it's never made a mistake. It didn't make the mistake, man. You did.
Yeah, see, my dryer did that in a way on when I was in Japan, except for it wasn't in between things. The knob actually broke, so it wasn't actually catching anything.
All right. A fun game. Call an auto parts store. Tell them that you need a water pump gasket for a 97 Toyota Tacoma. Tell them you were in another store earlier and you were given the wrong one, and you want to be sure that they had the right one. Ask them if they can describe it for you. You'll never get a bad answer.
Before we go, I think my favorite one we ever had was actually one of my NCOs. So this was like 13 years ago. And that whole thing when I was still a pretty young airman. And we had a thing where like, this light doesn't work. So we go in there. We're like, so how are you going to troubleshoot this? And my boss is just like, hold on. And he reaches over. He gets the knob. And he twists it. It turns on. He turns it back off. And he writes in there. He's like, twist it. He's like, twisted illumination knob clockwise to desired illumination. Op check good.
All right, but yeah, after turning it that one notch and hitting start, I went through everyone started, and she's like, "You're not going to charge me for this, are you?"
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
ma'am, that's $119. They take credit card or check. And
that's your penalty for being retarded.
And considering how mad you are, make it credit card because I don't want you canceling that check when I leave.
You know what? Sometimes you got to pay that stupid tax, but let's get out of here, folks.
Yeah. I got work in the AM. I got work in the AM. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Sorry, damn it. Angela, you are doing Mr. Adams Monday night.
Yep.
So she'll be on Mr. Adams, which is the arcade, AJ's Retro Arcade, Mondays at 10:30, if I'm not mistaken.
7:30 my time. So
yeah. And then we also have me, Mitch, Nemo, Angela Ariaga, Dr. Functional have our Never Watch Alone movie series where we're currently next week we will be watching. Hold on.
You can tell them that on Monday.
Huh?
So you can tell them what you're watching on Monday.
Well, I already know what we're watching because I already have it set up. We're watching Scream Legacy and Alien the Adora Files.
Nice.
Which, yeah.
Hopefully better than some of the crap that we've watched the last couple of weeks.
Oh God, Jesus, yes. I'm praying that we get at least 2 good ones because we've
and
been
tomorrow,
bad.
Meet here and Rotten will be watching next, and you'll be able to listen to us talk about that.
At least for like 5 minutes
before we devolve. Today was our stream, right?
Yes, sir.
Will?
Yes, sir.
And so next week is a game stream.
That's the plan.
Okay. All right. Will has his art stream and game streams on his Twitch channels. Go in the description and check it out. Anything you want to show, Jack?
No, I think everybody should like, share, and subscribe on here because you guys are doing good work.
Well, thank you. Me and Mitch Nemo will be back Monday nights on the Minions channel for Minions in Space. And then we'll be back here next Saturday. The guest next Saturday will be AJ, if Mr. Adam, if I'm not mistaken. I need to make sure. Yep, Mr. Adam.
That is what the calendar said.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, the birthday stream will be Tragic. So Tragic will be with us.
What date is that?
The 28th.
I'm running that on the calendar. Chuck's Sneed's Feed and Seed calendar.
Oh yeah, my birthday's gonna be so fun. I'm getting a dental implant.
Yeah. And James is getting colonoscopy. Yeah.
Hey man, being able to actually eat regularly again, I'll fucking take it. I haven't been able to for like 6 months.
Oh yeah, Frosted want to know: are you going to be joining him for the movie tonight, Jack?
Yes, I should be there. It depends on what time I get home.
Understandable.
Never know with the parents.
You missed a good one last week.
Probably.
All right. Again, I thank you all for coming out, watching me and my friends do some dumb shit on the internet. If you go to the description, you can find a schedule of everything that we do. So if you want to hear more of us, you'll find it there. If you go to the pinned comment in chat and in the description, we'll find the 4 GoFundMe's. They are for the High Plains Food Bank, Angela Ariaga, Hey Camel, and Maddy. So if you can donate. Just sharing it out is greatly appreciated too. Since you are the guest, pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Mr. Jack.
4.
All right, so I'm gonna play. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have that one?
Oh yeah, I should need to fucking work on that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play the outro, and we will see you guys next week. So, goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away.